Hello, all you beautiful cats and kittens out there in TikTok land. Where am I?
Well, I mean, most of us are from TikTok.
Wow.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh my God, Wasabi, get out of the polyfill!
We're all having that kind of day. So, welcome to Planet Flipside. This is the makeup table. I'm Vixen Littlepot, and this is Cherry Bone Pop.
And that's Wasabi in my polyfill box, and I might murder a cat today.
We're gonna have cheeky chow mein, meow meow.
Yeah! General Sow Kitty!
General Sow Kitty is one of my favorites.
Yummy. I don't double fry it though, so it's not as harsh. I add extra sriracha, so it's extra spicy.
My friend would. He likes spicy food. And when we ordered from this one place, he says, I want General Tso's, but I want it extra. I want it as hot as you guys can make it.
And it wasn't hot enough.
So the next time, I'm pretty sure that they saw that as the gauntlet being thrown. Because I could smell it coming up the driveway. I'm like, you're answering the door because my eyes can't deal with it and it's on the other side of the house.
Grab the goggles.
Yeah, he loved it. It was terrible.
Bet. So, what are we doing today, lady?
Well, I believe Miss Myrtle asked us if we would please do the spinner today.
Okay.
So right now I am doing concealer on my eyes. Because, oh my God, the green on my eyes right now is exciting. My undertones are olive, if y'all didn't know. Which
There's
makes everything...
lots of Italian in her.
Somewhere, yeah. Mediterranean of some sort, anyway. Probably all of them. But they tend to rest around my eyes.
Hi, Polite.
Hi, Polite. Polite, thank you for watching my show yesterday. She was you were the only one.
As soon as I got off of the show, oh my God, my phone blew up.
I understand. I just got to figure out when I can.
I think it finally shut up sometime around 1 a.m. and I was like, I'm going to fucking bed. Fuck this. Nobody's calling me anymore.
We're done. All right. So I know that looks funny. It looks like a half mask right now, but that's just concealer. We're going to do foundation a little bit. Because we want this to dry.
I did foundation. I did concealer already. I did primer.
So what would you like to spin for first? Would you want to do our eyes first? Or
yeah, probably eyebrows, considering I have
eyebrows? Sure.
Yeah. If you want to do a base color, that's fine. I'm not
today. I'm not in it today.
Okay.
I had an idea, but it didn't go all the way. Teal eyebrows.
What is with these? Okay.
Okay.
Brent was there too. He just doesn't talk much in chat sometimes.
Oh, well, it only recorded one of you. It could be lying though, because I know that does happen. I'm quite aware. Well, that's not happening, is it?
I guess it only counts if you talk. Aw.
Oh, well, that's probably true. Well, I appreciate you being there, nonetheless. I really do.
So apparently, I am going to be here all by myself until the teenager gets home from his game tonight. Because instead of him being home after school, he's got to go directly
To jail.
No. He's got to go to practice, and then he's got a game he's got tonight because it's football season, y'all. But he doesn't get to play because they lost his physical.
Oh, Jesus.
That they did, mind you. The school
Oh,
did
yeah, I know.
physicals last year. And they, at the end of the year. And they did his physical.
And they can't find it.
And they can't find it.
Somebody dropped the ball.
Somebody fucked up, and it wasn't me.
No pun intended. But it was kind of funny in afterthought.
And his coach
That's okay, Myrtle.
That's okay.
We're starting with teal eyebrows. I did a very light because I think I'm going to go back in and do some swirly cues, but I'm not sure what color I want to do that with yet. Fumble. You had one job to do. School. Ooh,
right.
I got makeup under my fingernail.
So the coach called me yesterday and told me about it, and he had me fill out paperwork for another physical that they were going to send to the doctor that did the original physical. And now the doctor's office is like, oh, we can't find it. Excuse me, you did this, you're fixing it, and I'm having to deal with attitude. So fuck yourself and find it.
Find it. So my tattoo paper came in, you guys. So I have this idea for skulls. You know how everybody has been doing the strips across their nose and cheeks? It's a very Hollywood warrior thing. Well, I've got skulls and roses that I have.
Skulls and roses on my hip.
That I think I'm going to do across here and then across here. To next week. Might be Tuesday. It might be Wednesday. It's not going to be Tuesday. I'm not going to be here Tuesday. So yeah. So I've been getting a lot of views over on the TikTok. I'm pretty impressed. I got a few new followers. I don't know why that Beetlejuice sound went nuts, but it did, and I'm okay with that. Met a few cool people too. New people are always fun to meet. Yeah. Oh, guess what we found out? This is very interesting. You know how we interview people on Saturday nights when we have people to interview? Yeah. Well, one of the people we interviewed, her wife, we found out, makes dolls. Like really cool ones. Like she just finished making a Coraline doll. That is just amazing. She had special material printed up so that the clothes were right. I mean, she just too cool. So we're gonna see if she can come maybe next weekend and talk to us about what she does. Maggie, how you doing, honey?
Oh, I don't like going to Hayes either.
What's a
That's why I
Hayes?
don't go to Hayes. Hayes, Kansas. Hayesville.
Oh. Usually when there are places like that, I refuse. I refuse! I'm
I
not
have no
going.
idea where I put my eyelashes that I was wearing yesterday. This is going to be fun today.
It's a small, small world.
Those will work.
So what's next? Eyeshadows?
Do you want to do shadows or do you want to do contour?
I want to do shadows first.
Okay.
I want to do the shadows first.
Oh, there's a Hayes and a Hayesville. I just don't like Hayes. The last time I was in Hayes, I backed my truck up into a boulder and bent my muffler.
Oh, your favorite.
Dealing with your hyper toddler. Yay.
Red.
Purple.
Purple. And yellow. Red, purple, and yellow.
Oh.
I could eat this.
Ooh, I don't feel very good about this.
Got no strings, so Mina. Okay.
Oh, well, I'm sitting in front of a purple palette. It's perfectly fine. I can pick any purple in the world I want. It's the red.
Oh, hyper toddlers are so exciting, aren't they?
It was red, purple, and yellow?
Yep.
Oh.
I like it when she
Okay.
puts in noise. Oh. I find it amusing. I know it's a little sick, but I do. I find it amusing. Bang a ring, Peter.
About what?
Well,
Oh, Myrtle says she needs to get with me next week. About what? I don't do surprises and shit, so when people tell me, oh, I need to get a hold of you, I'm like, about what? Just fucking tell me already. It drives me nuts. On the 4th? That's Justin's birthday. He may or may not be home, too. That's the fucked up part. Abilene is so small. It's almost, well, I mean, it's bigger than where we live, but... I can't plan ahead, honestly, because of the fact that with him being on a truck, there's no way that it's possible. I mean, I can try to make plans, but good luck. Like
the intention is there, the reality.
The only time that we can honestly make plans is when I tell him he needs to take time off, and I need at least 2 weeks in advance for him to actually contact the company and say, hey, I need this time off.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty bad here too. Like heat exhaustion is no joke today.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm not going outside.
Well, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. Our van kind of went, ugh, and now it's going to be thousands of dollars to fix it.
It's not. Are you sure it just doesn't need Freon?
Oh no, it doesn't just need Freon.
Okay.
The evaporator pans are dust.
Oh.
And I only paid $4,000 for that car about 3 years ago. And there's nothing out there like that right now. Cars are definitely a commodity right now.
Well, I will tell you this much, Muriel. Usually when he's home, it's very hard for me to do anything outside of what we already need to get done, because usually for us to go to town, it's a big shit deal because we have, like, granted, we only go to like 3 or 4 stores, but those 3 or 4 stores, it's a pain in the ass because we've got groceries we've got to get, we've got other shit we've got to get, and then we got to haul it all back home, and I've got to deal with cranky Justin because normally we have to go to Walmart.
It's a process.
I always tell everybody, yeah, just let me know when you're coming in, and if he's home, we'll drop everything. And then I'm like, I can't drop everything because I have to buy groceries.
I lied. I did not mean to.
It's okay because the 11th is coming quickly. I need to make a video for goddamn cherry rants before I forget.
Yep. I have stuff to do too. I understand. Pork Chop made a video for us today that I am going to do it after this. He says, I have a list of things that I'm supposed to talk about, and one of them is you guys got to check out Planet Flipside. I almost lost it. I started giggling so hard.
I love Jeremy so much. He's so cute. He brought a very valid point on Facebook, though, and it's
I don't do Facebook, so you have to.
Okay, I was fixing to talk about it.
All right.
He is on the verge of having his 4th daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he believes that men should get at least 1 week of paternity leave.
Yep.
Because women get so long, but men don't get any time at all. And I honestly believe he's correct.
So do I. And there are, and to be fair, there are some companies out there who do that.
Yes. But there's a lot that don't.
That are still in the Middle Ages, stupid. I feel like a pretty bird. Pretty bird, pretty bird. Polly want a cracker. It's Polly's ship. Oh, I cracked myself up. do, 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 do. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. Gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. Don't ask me where that came from. I have no idea. My name is Puddin' Tame. Ask me again, I'll tell you the same.
Okay, so I took the liquid eyeliner and I started out with the gold up through here, and I brought it in and I put some red in there, and then I finished it all the way to about here with the purple.
Cool.
I glitter, and you can't see it.
I did purple, and then I cut it with red, and I cornered it with yellow. Pretty basic, actually. Pretty basic bitch, but that's okay. I like it. Well, and I heavy-handed it and blew it out kind of hot. So we'll see what happens next. Okay, what do we want to do next?
Probably contour. I'm afraid. Don't fuck me over.
Lime green.
No! You fucking asshole! You did that on purpose!
Albert, since that happened, and I really didn't mean it, I'm going to redo it. That was just funny that it happened. I not say nothing. Blue.
Blue. Okay.
That's actually better than green. Y'all believe it or not, that's actually better than green.
Oh.
First, I'm going to go in and put the rest of my foundation.
Now, the fun thing about this is you can use whatever color would be considered a blue. So it's the blue family.
Yes. Because we haven't gotten that specific yet. None of us are that ready for leaving our comfort zones yet. No.
So I pulled a I don't know how to describe it. I was a little shit and picked the lightest blue I have in this palette. And it's not very light, son of a bitch.
I was just going to say. And didn't work in our favor. I'm using Maharan Star Blend Blue. It's blue. It is true blue.
So we're just going to blend the shit out of this.
Powder is our friend. We blend it, blend and blend. I look a little bit like a alien right now.
So, fun fact, when I was pregnant with my son, I have this rare vascular disorder. I'm the 101st female in the entire world to be put in a medical book because of this. And what it is my body pumps out 4 times the amount of blood that it's supposed to. So I end up turning wonderful shades of blue. And they said, oh, that'll go away after you have your son. Well, no, it doesn't. And at one point, I had to call into work while I was pregnant. Because my entire face was this color blue.
She had to call in blue, people.
They said, you need to come in because we don't believe you. And I walked in and they said, you need to go home because you need to put makeup on. I said, this is with makeup.
From here on, it just gets worse.
And they said, oh, yeah, no, you just need to go home until that's that
clears up. So that clears up.
Like, if my arms were blue or my legs were blue or my stomach was blue or whatever other part of my body would have been fine, but my head was not okay.
They did not appreciate the situation.
They really didn't like when I called in and I said, hey, I'm not going to make it in for the next 6 weeks. And they said, why? And I said, because I'm in labor having a baby. They said, you need to speak to your manager about that. You just got off vacation. I said, yeah, I was supposed to have the kid while I was on vacation, but this child doesn't want to cooperate. So I'm on medical leave. Sorry, guys.
I repeat, I'm having a fucking baby.
Right. I am trying to evacuate a parasite out of my body. Do not fuck with me right now.
There's this video going around. This guy stitched it's a hunting dog. I don't think it's a Tibetan Mastiff. It's a little smaller than a Tibetan Mastiff. It might be a bear hunter from
Are you talking about where the dude's like, where are the white girls at?
Yes.
That actually is a Tibetan Mastiff.
Oh, it's small for a Tibetan Mastiff.
That's a female. The females are smaller than the males.
I'm like, looks a little small to me. But that was great.
I instantly went, puppy.
I did too. And he said, there's a white girl out there who looked at that and says, puppy.
That would be
America, get your shit together. Get all the white girls and say, see those guys over there? They hurt doggies.
Well, and there's a couple of other videos that are much like that. Like if you need a dog rescued out of a really bad neighborhood, go find a white girl. She'll go to it.
and I have.
They're
actually
not
any
wrong.
Animal. I'll go anywhere to save an animal. I go places to save people all the time that people are like, you what? And I'm like, they needed help.
Who's gonna fuck with me? I am weaponized.
Now I have to admit, when I was dating this one girl, and she was tiny with a little dark short bob, and we were in a little white car, and we were in Savannah, Georgia. And about 2:00 in the morning, we drove down the wrong street. And if it was drugs, alcohol, guns, stuff, prostitution, I would have been okay. But this was definitely voodoo going on. And I went, we are just 2 little white girls in a big white car, and please let us go home.
So I grew up in when I lived in Toledo, I grew up in a neighborhood that was everybody says it was a rough neighborhood.
Right. Ooh, I got a kink.
Now, mind you, this is the neighborhood that if you drive down the street and nobody knows your car, everybody comes out locked and loaded.
Yeah. It's kind of like my great grandparents, but they're the only ones who lived on their road.
So when my father was passing away, we had to go clean out his house. And we pull up to Daddy's house in a car that has New Mexico tags, and this is in Ohio. And all the neighbors, like, you see all the windows. And then they see
the grapevine has been alerted.
And everybody starts creeping out the door, and I get out the car. I'm like, we used to live here, y'all. Don't fuck with us. And then everybody's like, oh, hey, what's up, y'all? Legit, like, that's just how we were just really protective of our neighborhood.
Jerry, I grew up in a place like that too. Things a kid shouldn't see.
Oh, my neighbor was the neighborhood dealer, and my house got shot at more than one time because they thought it was. I'm like, how do you miss a big yellow house? His house is yellow. My house is white.
The last place, my condo before hubby and I got together, we called it my little ghetto. It was right on the edge of where all the extra stuff would happen.
Yeah.
And one morning I woke up and there are so many police cars and ambulances that there's no way I'm getting out to the main thoroughfare to get out of there to go to work. So I called up work and I said, I can't come to work right away. I don't know how long it's going to be. Why? Because there's policemen and ambulances everywhere and they're not letting anybody go anywhere.
Right.
Okay. So I go outside and I swear to you, these little old ladies have set up lawn chairs all down the sidewalk.
Yeah, because they want to know what the fuck was going on.
And be comfortable while they're doing it. It's Florida. It's
and ain't nobody gonna fuck with no little old lady.
It's Florida. Right. It's hot down here.
Right.
Down here.
Down there.
And that's who you go talk to because they're the only ones who actually know what's going on. Don't talk to the cops. They don't know what's going on. Go talk to the little old lady in the lawn chair. She always knows what's going on.
Yes.
So I go to my neighbor and I say, honey, she goes, oh, beautiful. What you doing? I said, I was trying to get to work. What's going on? She said, didn't you hear? Tiny got shot. What? Didn't you hear the shot? And I said, I don't know. Something about my condo. You walk in, you can't hear anything that's going on. It's like you walk into a different world.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. Yeah, Tiny. And Tiny was not tiny. He was one of the biggest men I think I've ever seen.
There's a reason why big men are called tiny.
I don't get it, but that's okay. And he ran the brothel across the way, which I was good with. One day my mom looked out the window. She said, do you know there's a brothel across the street? And I said, yes. How did you know? She goes, because there's 14 women that walk in and out of there, and there's more than 70 men that do the same.
So, Justin.
But he accidentally shot himself.
Oh.
Because there was a robber, and he shot at the robber, but didn't. He shot himself.
It ricocheted.
No, he just was bad shot.
Oh. So Justin is 6'4". When we first got together, he was sitting at a good 350. He had dropped over 100 pounds within the year before of meeting me. So everybody's always called him Slim.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me why. Big guys always have tiny names.
It's weird. Well, and then like I have a friend named Debbie, and she had a friend named Debbie. And they called her Big Debbie and her friend Little Debbie.
Little Debbie.
Because proportionately they were
right.
But Big Debbie started getting bigger and Little Debbie started getting littler. And I said, see what happens when you guys choose these kind of names? You need a new name. So. And she did. I can't remember what it was. I think Deborah. Oh, yeah. She went to Deborah. She's like, I'm going to be Deborah now. And she did. She slimmed down. She got into athletic. She did good. She got where she wanted to be. It's all about deciding what you want, people. I swear by it. What are we choosing now?
Do you want to do blush or contour?
We just.
Sorry, I mean blush or highlight.
I'm like, we just did contour. Let's do blush.
Okay.
Highlight's like one of the last things I usually do. Come on, I pushed you. There you go.
God, no! Can we not put that on anything other than our eyes? I'm not trying to be portrayed as blackface over here. I can...
Orange.
Okay, I can do that. I have a tone of orange.
That was sparkly.
There's one in the Color Fusion.
Yeah, I don't know where my Color Fusion is.
Oh, shit.
That's the one I was like, crap, where's my...
I'm using...
All right, this one's kind of orange.
I can't read what that says. I think it says Corky, but it's made by Tarte, and it's an orange shade, which is usually the blush that I use anyway.
Ah, cheater.
Okay, no, not cheating. It's the right color.
see if I
But the
have.
great thing about the neighborhood that I grew up in was 4th of July and any time that there was a pay-per-view fight, because the neighbor next door
Mhm.
for 4th of July would put on a fireworks show that was better than the city's, because he had thousands and thousands of dollars of fireworks imported in from New York, like crates full of fireworks.
Mhm.
And when there was something on pay-per-view we all wanted to watch, he would bring his big screen out, and we would all go sit out on the lawn and go watch whatever was on pay-per-view, whether it was a fight or whatever. The saddest day of the life in that neighborhood was when he went legit, and I was like, this motherfucker.
How could you do that to us? We had a good thing going here.
Right. Like the whole neighborhood loved every time he would pull the TV out, because we knew something good was on.
Right.
And we would have block parties. Like we would section off each end of our block like it was a legit block party. And then we had low income housing at one end of the block. And you want to talk about some fantastic block parties and barbecues. Everybody's
we had a Jamaican
like,
couple who used to do the best barbecues, and I want that recipe.
Well, and everybody would talk about, oh yeah, we had this bomb ass block party, we had this bomb ass barbecue. I'm like, yeah, but come to my neighborhood.
Yeah,
You'll
really.
see a fucking block party. You will see a barbecue.
We used to basically, okay, so during Halloween at my old house before we moved here, I would have a big party the weekend before. And it was a pumpkin carving party where all the adults would come and carve pumpkins. Then we'd line them up along the driveway. So we'd have those jack-o'-lanterns, and have a big cauldron, an actual cauldron, not a plastic one, an actual one. And we'd build a fire inside it, and I'd be throwing things like cinnamon on it stuff, because when you throw cinnamon on it, it goes.
Yes.
And it makes this kind of reddish blue smoke and fire. And it smells good, and it keeps the bugs away. And then we'd have all these different bowls of candy and stuff like that. While my neighbors on each side, one was doing like shrimp and fish fry and stuff like that, and had a cooler full of water. While the one on the other side is doing barbecue and a cooler full of soda and beer in the garage if you have an ID.
See, we didn't have driveways or garages in our neighborhood.
Down here we have. Well, I didn't have a garage. I had a carport, but
we all had to park on the street.
People started coming like from other places in town to go trick or treat in our neighborhood because we didn't just cater to the kids.
Right. When we would have block parties, it was specifically for our block, but like people from 6 blocks around would hear us.
Oh, yeah.
And the cops did not come to our neighborhood to save our fucking lives. So if somebody died, you had to call the fucking coroner yourself. But
I actually lived in a place where they would be like, bring them to us.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody got a big enough truck? Yeah, put them in the back.
But it was a big shit deal in my neighborhood if anybody got a new vehicle.
Mm-hmm. I know that. So are we spinning anything else, or are we going from here on our own?
Just the highlights last, besides lips.
Oh, that's right, highlight.
We need to add pink to the wheel.
Oh, yeah, pink isn't on the wheel, is it?
Nope.
Silver.
Silver? Do I have
do that?
I have fucking gold. I gotta find a fucking silver.
Silver and gold, silver and gold. Everyone. Blah, 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 blah.
And I have That's silver glitter. I'm not.
That works.
This is why I need the cremated. Oh, there's one. The cremated palette.
There's one. Dun, dun,
And the
dun.
Nikita palette.
All right. I need to do a. Now I need to go in and play makeup artist. You can stop here. This is actually legitimately a look, but I am not stopping here.
So what's going to happen is after we get off the show, I'm taking off the contour. This is going to give me post-traumatic if I don't.
Post-traumatic stress disorder right now. I didn't mean to trigger her.
No, it's fine. Necessary. It's fine. I can handle it for short periods of time. Yet again, something that gets me out of my
comfort zone.
Yeah.
So right now I'm using the Maharan white palette. I use saline instead of water because it dries faster.
Wasabi?
And I'm an impatient sod, so.
I swear, oh God. I'm not mad about the silver. So I found my aux cord for my Cohens.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That works with the iPad. But the problem is I can't run Chrome on the iPad.
Oh, that's rude. That's rude, iPad. Dork fishes.
However, I might try to see if it'll be decent to me in Safari one of these days. And if not, well, I guess I'm trading my phone in. Because we're at the point in our contract, because we did a 3-year payoff instead of a 2-year.
Mm-hmm.
To where if we trade our phones in, we can upgrade.
Right.
But I want to wait till at least next month because that's when September is usually when Apple and Samsung usually do their next generation of phones.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm hoping enough people yelled at them that they're going to give us an audio jack back.
I hope so. That would be really nice.
Yeah.
He's talking about going back into an iPhone. I'm like, but then that means I can't have fun ringtones, you fucker. I'm not buying a fucking app that I have to buy music for just so I can turn the music into ringtones. Can we not? But I'm not happy with my Note either. So, I mean.
Yeah.
I need to start researching phones is what I need to do. But I have to wait until like I have like another week. We'll see what happens. We may wait until like November, which would be our 2-year mark. And the whole reason we keep our phones as updated as we do is because Justin's on the road so much.
Yeah.
It's not because I need to keep up with the Joneses. It's specifically for the fact that I need him have you have an iPhone, you take the music and make ringtones with GarageBand app that comes with the phone. See, I had an iPhone 8 Plus, and that's what I used for my comment device for the live chat. And I use it in like my videos when I need a phone handy. And it was a great phone until the other problem I have with iPhone is they consistently are updating, and you're supposed to, when you do an update for your iOS, you're supposed to back it up on a computer. And guess who doesn't own a computer?
Yeah, that's just assumption right there, isn't it?
No, like that's standard.
Audacity.
That's what Apple will tell you is you're supposed to do your previous backup on a computer so you have more space on your phone. Well, I'm sorry, I don't own a computer. I'm not going to factory reset my phone every time I need to do a fucking update.
Yeah.
Wasabi! This little fucker. I'm about to make his day really shitty. He keeps it up and he'll get a bath tonight.
Ooh, the B word.
Yeah, I did. Matter of fact, I went back to her account to go watch the rest of the parts for that.
Okay, eyeballs, don't do it. Rude, don't do it.
Don't do it.
You're like threatening the water. You're getting warm, you know?
Oh, are you talking about Life 360? We use Life 360 when we have Android-based phones, and then we use Find My Friend when we have Apple-based phones.
We use, oh, what's it called? What's the app we use, hubby? When we send our location and stuff. Glimpse.
Well, we use Life 360 because it gets within 2 feet of their actual location. And there are times where, like, it decides that Justin's in an area where he doesn't have a good enough signal, but it'll also tell you when they need to charge their phone. So I'm, like, constantly texting Justin, will you please plug your phone in?
You're giving me heart palpitations. Fist it.
But it's a great app to have just because, like when he got stuck in Mississippi. If he's stuck for more than 30 minutes, I'm like, all right, dude, what's going on? Do I need to call the cops? And if he doesn't answer, then I call the cops.
Right.
Or I call EMS or whoever
Whoever will talk to you in that state.
Well, it's whatever services he needs.
Well, in some states, whoever will talk to me. I don't care who goes out there. Just somebody get out there.
Wasabi, you are so fucking with my misophonia, and I do not appreciate it right now.
I can't do lashes again. I can tell. Oof, my eyes are not happy. Oh well, such is the way of the world. I don't want one. I don't want it.
I don't want to.
Where's the lip liner? That's my favorite.
Well, we got to roll for lips, don't we?
Oh, okay. Let's do that. I'm just moving along, doing it. Lime.
Okay, fine.
Do you still want to roll for lips?
It's fine. It's coming off afterwards anyway. Oh, fuck.
Did you scare yourself?
Well, my iPhone, I had to take off the little ring light, and that is the one that I need to replace a part on it because it won't. It holds the phone, but there's a break in it, so
I completely.
It makes the phone tilt.
There she was, standing against the Ferris wheel, making it tilt. PUBG.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go murder a cat.
All right. Give me leftovers.
Out. 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 Goodbye. What about Jeff Dunham?
There she was, standing against the Ferris wheel.
Oh.
Making it tilt. Let's see if I get. So you guys can get a closer look.
I like it.
Peanut. JofafaDunham.com. He would like to kill me, but he can't because that would be a form of suicide.
See, my favorite is Jose.
Jose Jalapeno on the
On a
steak.
steak.
I left it in my other steak. Do you know what that means? That means that one comes out.
I feel like I look like a dead thing. And not in a good way.
If I were a zombie, I'd never eat your brains. I'd just eat your heart. I'd eat your heart.
There you go, kids. Maybe you could see where I did the fun stuff with
I
the
like
eyeliner.
it. Yep, I can actually see it better. It's all glittery.
You know what comes next?
She's got the stamps, people. She's got the stamps.
It's becoming a signature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I went and cleared some out last night and then went the fuck to bed. I started working down way down in the mine.
Way down south.
Well, I went ahead and I started, I worked up top a little bit and then I needed more axes. And I was like, all of my axes are way far down and I'm not coming back up if I go down there.
I understand.
I live there now.
That's why I have chests all over the place.
So what I do is I feel like I'll take everything that I have and I'll take it all the way up to the house and I start filling those chests.
Mm-hmm.
And then I keep going back and working until all my chests are full. Then I run everything over to the big mine, which instead of, I need to take all my chests that are upstairs and take them downstairs so that it's just, I can just do a straight beeline to the big mine.
That's pretty much what I started doing.
Yeah, I found it. I fell through it. Made a couple of my own.
Found it.
Well, the funny thing is like, so the hole that she's talking to, if you fall through it, you only lose half your life and it builds back up really quick.
Mm.
Whereas it's because it's not that far down. Now, if we were to dig all the way down to level 5 from where she's talking about, you would die halfway down.
Well, that's like there's a hole from the top of my safe room down to the main mine, but I put vines in there. Yeah. Well, the first time I did it, I thought the first vine had actually grown all the way down, and it didn't. It only grew about halfway, and I fell halfway, and I died dead.
You died.
I died. I never died falling before. That was a first for me. I usually die either in water or lava. Or skeletons, when there's skeletons. But I promise, Myrtle, we're not turning those on right away. We got to get you up to snuff. I think Cherry could hold her own at this point.
I got axes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at level 50. I'm doing okay.
Mm-hmm. You just got to build some swords. We got lots of enchanted bows. So we should be good.
I made gold axes the other night, by the way. Yeah, don't use those for mining. Yeah, they are. They're good for like 2 hits and that's it.
Yep, they're useless. But it was a good thing for you to try it out, though.
Diamonds those trees are absolutely there for you to use, Myrtle. If you want to use the trees, go ahead, because every time you chop down a tree, you get saplings and you just replant. It's a consistent recycle.
As long as you remember to replant, we're good.
Yeah, like I have like there's a wall of trees on either side of my house and in front now.
All right. So this is the looks we have for today. I'm probably going to put a wig on. I was going to put contacts on, but I think fuck that. My eyes are not happy. I was going to put eyelashes on too. So there was a lot of was going on there.
Yeah.
Remember,
basically,
do
the
what
only
you
thing
can.
I'm keeping is right here. Everything else is coming the fuck off.
So I'm not taking anything off. So I'm going to make some TikToks. And then tonight we have After Dark. And then after that, Polite hosts the D&D game over on Twitch. And the leftovers are on over on here.
They're on
here.
YouTube over on the Leftovers channel.
And so there's lots of stuff to do tonight.
Absolutely.
So Friday fun. And
oh no, the stairwell's fine. Just follow it.
Just make sure that you take care of yourselves and you take care of each other. Hydrate. Remember, we're all made up of the stuff of stars, and that makes us extraordinary creatures. So find your spark, ignite your passions, and make your dreams come true. I believe in each and every one of you. You know, I just asked hubby the other night where I came up with that. He said, "Oh, I saw the progression actually," and he like went through the different how. I was like, "Did I steal it from someone?" He goes, "No, I remember the progression, and this is how it." I'm like, "Okay, I feel better about it now." Because for a while there, I'm like, "Did I steal that from someone?"
No, and it's to the point where so many people are starting to say certain parts of that it's on shirts, and you can ask Vixie because I sent her a shirt with it on there the other day.
Well, it's like the cats and kittens thing I've been saying since I was 19. And it was a trope. Actually, cats and kittens is what people used to call each other back in the 20s,
right?
The 1920s, and that was left over from it's left over from when I was doing radio. I didn't do radio long; it was very short, but it was fun.
And then here comes little Miss Carol Baskin stealing Vixie's shit.
Oh my god, it was so funny because somebody came into the Vixie Squad coffee house and said one of the people who I was an agent for, she goes, "Vixie, someone's used your catchphrase, cats and kittens." I said, "Who?" And she says, "Carol Baskin." I said, "Is that her username?"
Bitch killed her husband.
I said, "Is that her username?" I'm like, I had no clue. Absolutely no
I had no clue who she was until fucking goddamn Netflix.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. It was like 3 days. It was like one day after it came out on Netflix, and I didn't even look at it sideways when it did. And it took me.
I blame that show for Corona, by the way, because that show came out right about the same time the coronavirus did. I think it was a plot.
It's a plot, but it was funny because I was all about to get up in somebody's face and talk to their
publicist
and stuff, and then I was like, "Oh no, never mind." I just feel. Then somebody told me I was copying her, and I'm like, I've been around longer than she has.
Well, I mean, technically she's been alive longer than you have. However, you've been using the saying longer than she has.
In the public eye, anyway.
Yes.
So, there are fun things like that around on this earth, people.
Yes. You can have two different people that say the same thing at the same time and live in completely different areas and not even
know it. There's a name for that.
I don't know what it is.
I can't think of what it is now.
Me neither.
Wait for hubby to pop up on the screen if he's listening, because he'll know what it is. So don't get scared. Don't be scared. Okay?
Don't be scared.
Okay. Don't be scared. I'm not scared. Do you have any words of wisdom for our people? To all our people, drink the Kool-Aid.
Make sure that when you cook chicken, you cook it all the way through. Because otherwise you're going to have funny tasting trolls. And
it'll make your insides all icky.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I need to up the time on my air fryer a little bit.
It's too icky. Ooh. I'm sorry.
Love your fellow human, even if they're stupid.
It's true. It's important.
It is.
Touch all the links. Click all the buttons.
Ring all of our bells.
Ring my bell. I wish I had the money to buy that song now. Because every time I hear that, I want to play it.
Don't forget
I guess I could remake it.
if you don't catch the lives, there's always the replays.
Always.
Don't forget to come back tonight for After Dark. I can't make promises as the trucker is more than likely on his way home. So
yep. This is kind of a cherry half night off.
Yeah, and then tomorrow is a Catch Me If You Can. Sunday I'll be back though for sure for Dollhouse and then for Bitches with Switches. So all right, guys.
What? I gotta talk to Madness about Saturdays. Okay, love y'all. Bye bye.
Okay.